Hey guys, what's up? And welcome back to Hellblade: Sinuous Sacrifice. So, on the last episode, we realized there are freaking eyes on these trees, which I did not notice the first time around. Although it makes sense given what's about to happen, of which you do not know yet, so I will keep my mouth shut. Again, I played just barely. Gosh, there's eyes everywhere. How did I not notice this before? Dang it. I played through this trying to do a Let's Play, and the files got corrupted, so here we are trying it again, hoping that the same thing doesn't happen. But so far, so good. I checked the settings shortly after episode 1, and everything was fine, so as long as it continues to be fine, we will be fine, okay? Okay. Oh, look at there. A stairwell. No stairwell? Stairwell. Yeah, we're about to have a creepy floating bird, which is apparently Valravn.
Silence me.
Now we're gone. Hello, bird. See? Nothing here. Suddenly everything here. These things will trip you out. And you can get lost and messed up pretty easily if you're not careful. Gosh, there's so many noises going around in my headphones.
Fight me.
I presumably will have to later. Be careful what you ask for.
Is she lost?
See, you would think it's right ahead of you, but it's actually over here to the right is what we need to be looking for.
Before the tragedy, she journeyed into the wilds of her native land, living off berries, roots, and rabbits. It's not uncommon, you see. We call such a person a Gelt. Some, like Struth, become Gelt in search of penance. Others, like Senna, to purge a curse. Those who make it back
There was a stairwell to nowhere
are forever
over
changed.
here, and now it is a stairwell to somewhere.
She can get up now. She can get up now. What's happening? She can get up now.
But we do have to backtrack to the entire place. So if these get more and more elaborate, which I presume that they will, because it's the last one that I did,
Dark magic draws her
and
closer.
I can only imagine it's going to get worse from here.
It's not It's not him.
It's a trick.
She's doing it. He's not tricking her.
It's magic. It's an illusion.
It's an illusion. It's a bloody illusion, is it? Back to our stairwell, to where we align the symbols. Oh, man, excuse me. Gosh, how did I not notice all of these eyes? So anyway, presumably these puzzles are going to get pretty nasty, because even though I did that one fast now because I've already done that one, it wasn't crazy difficult the first time, but it did take a lot longer, just because you were having to just pay attention to your surroundings, look for where to go. And shortly after this is when I noticed something going wrong with the gameplay audio no longer showing any sort of input happening, and yeah, so
and we think of a shadow.
this is where we were, so now
Creature
we're
in the night.
completely blind from here, so onward we go
Were that simple?
into the darkness.
The worst kind comes without warning. A deep and primal signal from within. A reminder that just because you cannot see the threat, it doesn't mean that it's not
There's some
already
weird
here.
visuals going on here. Everything's moving. Okay.
Truth says there's always another route.
Find a way. Go round.
Find your own path.
There's a different way.
There's so much going on in my head. Oh. Oh. Yeah, this is gonna be a fight. You don't have to tell me. Yeah, okay. Saw that one coming. No, sir. That's not very nice to come from behind. No, sir. Not very kind to come behind someone in combat. We have another one of these. I always see these words so long because, like, I want to hear them, but at the same time, I can't walk away from them because then I will no longer hear them.
The Northmen say that Odin and his brothers killed Ymir, and that the world of men was formed from his corpse. They made his bones into stone, and his flesh into earth, and his blood into the salt sea. They set his skull to be the bowl of the sky, with his brains for clouds. Odin and his brothers caught the sparks flying from Muspel and made them into stars. And to protect the new world from the giants, they used Ymir's great curving eyebrows as walls.
Great curving eyebrows as walls. Alright, so to make a little sense of what is going on currently, what we know thus far is I am carrying a severed head on my waist that seems to talk every now and then. I have a ton of voices in my head constantly talking to me, so I don't know if that is a curse thing or a magical thing or some sort of mental disorder with schizophrenia or multiple personality, whatever is happening. I'm not really certain at the moment, but we have all that going, and the severed head that seems to be on my hip is this Dillion that we are trying to resurrect
Do
from
you know what
the
it's
dead.
like to leave everything behind? Your home, loved ones, to head deep into the wilds.
Okay, there's a lot of symbols
Never
here.
to return. Senua does. Because when darkness speaks, it changes everything.
Yep.
Turning home
Well,
into a foreign
can't
land
say I
for
didn't
loved
call this
ones,
one. This is about to be
into
ugly.
strangers.
That or I'm about to fight Valravn. one or the
Exile
other.
makes sense when you realize that you were never really home in the first place.
Is this not the gully of the place we were earlier? The ever-changing atmosphere of this game. I hear him. At least what they want me to think is him.
The song. Valravn's song.
That's a lot of things to...
It's over here. Is that?
Oh my gosh.
It's over there. No, it's here. There's two.
Oh my. Okay.
Focus.
Let's go to the right first. Just constantly look for these things.
This reminds her of somewhere.
The forest.
Alright, what changes?
Which forest?
Oh my god. Okay, this is gonna be nasty.
She
Because
went
I
to
gotta
the
get to
wilds
that
and
side to even let that down.
She wanted to
Okay.
fight her own darkness. She thought she could beat her own darkness.
Did she beat her darkness?
No. It nearly killed her, but she tried.
Alright, so I
Truth
got.
helped her.
If it
Oh,
wasn't for
man.
truth, she'd be dead.
Well, I got that
She
one.
can't beat her own darkness.
Obviously, I can't get to the bridge from
She
here.
wanted to marry Dillian.
She came to beat her own darkness and marry Dillian.
But it didn't work.
She thought her curse would affect him.
She thought her curse would spread to him.
She thought she'd bring the darkness to him too. She nearly died.
She thought the curse
Wait,
made her
where was the
do it.
bridge?
Truth helped her.
Yes, right there. Ah, gosh, dang it. Okay. Goodness. This looks like one of the things, but I don't see anything changing from that one. So we're back here. I need to get right there. How do I get... Oh! It was one! Aha! Like I said, man, this game's gonna get a little messy with your mind. A little trippy. Okay. So let's let this down. I don't know what that actually does other than give me a shorter route to there. Alright, so that's there. What is this has to be where it was earlier. Just seems like shortcuts that we are opening, more or less. So what is up here? It's close to where one of the Valravns are. Up! I've fallen and I can't get up! Just kidding, here I am. Okay, I can't get up that way. Okay. Well. Probably. Probably, but what does that matter? Okay.
The Northmen say you must sacrifice in order to receive. They tell how the
Random
runes
hidden one.
were revealed to Odin only in sacrifice. He hung himself from the world tree, and he stabbed himself with a spear, and he dedicated the sacrifice to himself. For 9 nights he hung on the tree without food or drink, and at last he saw the runes below him. He gave a cry, and gathered them in his mind, and learnt them. Then he fell from the tree.
Cool story, bruh. Okay. So that's not anything, that's just the fire. We have one here and one right there. I need to figure out how to get there. Which is what I don't know. I'm scared to just jump down here. I don't, and I can't apparently. So Alright then. So there must be a way to jump down somewhere over here so that we can get up there. It's my guess, but I mean, nope. Nope. Whale Putinini. Okay. Maybe I just did something wrong over it, because like that, we went through the gate which revealed that. Wait. Okay. Okay. I have a theory. I want to test it. It might be wrong, but I want to test it. So, I've now shut the way this seems to be in. But, I have a feeling that's what this door was for in the first place. Because now, my guess is the bridge to connect him is open once more. Yep. Nailed it. Ha 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 ha! I'm smart. Kind of. Okay, what does this do? Do something here or here? Oh lordy, I genuinely can't tell. That's not good. Well.
The ravens. They've gone.
They've gone.
No.
Half of them have gone. They've gone. Some are still there. But where?
Okay, so I guess I was supposed to pass through that,
It's true. Quiet.
more or less.
Out in the wilds. In the cold winter woods.
Where have they gone?
She no longer felt fit for this world. She almost gave in to
Oh,
the
hi,
dark.
friend.
But she remembered Dillian's words. She remembered her promise. She resolved to fight on.
Alright, so there's
And
another
kill
one.
that which had become a part of her.
So now we're gonna have to do something similar, but this direction. Would be my guess. Alright, I see this pole, so bridge down. It may not be for this direction. That's got to be something. I don't know what it's doing, but I thought that it would connect these two. Clearly, that was a mistake. Okay, I don't see anything you can really do from there. I need to get there so I can drop this bridge down. But to do that, I need that bridge to go down. So the question is just how do I get that one down? Oh wait, do I have to go get the symbol first? Maybe. No, doesn't look like it. I didn't notice this over here. Seems like this is where I need to be. No, I'm not lost, dang it. I am perturbed by all the voices in my head that won't shut up. Which I assume the whole point of this is to give a glimpse of what it's like for people to actually deal with something like this. Or not the whole point, but one of the points of designing something in such a way. Okay, that's down. And somehow this direction.
The ravens.
No. There's still three.
There's three. There's three. Where have they gone? She did it. What does it mean?
Looking back, I was so naive to think she could banish it on her own. The further she saw into the darkness, the more she struggled to see anything at all.
Makes sense.
And the gloom, the smallest hints of shape, sound, or thought, grew in strength until they consumed her whole. Before she knew it, the darkness had her in its claws.
Valravn. Broken. The gate is open. Open.
I know. I'm trying.
There is
Dang
no
it.
such thing as victory when it comes to the darkness.
I guess I never figured out how to
Come together.
bridge that gap,
Yet,
if you
oh
even
Lord,
can.
her biding its time. Only when she is at her weakest will it strike to kill. Will she find Dillion before her time comes?
Oh, don't tell me there's another one. No, this looks more like a fight. If I ever saw one before, and given that this game has no instruction of any kind, this might be very frustrating. I mean, I don't really know, but that's... That or this is about to be an insanely difficult puzzle. One or the other.
Overcome Valravn's final illusion to face him in his keep. I know you can do it, Senua. You have the sight.
Yep.
We both see the darkness. We can fight it together.
That means this is yet another puzzle. Great. So let me just go where I see the first thing. Well, I say that if I can get to it. I saw it over here. Okay, just can't get to it yet. So it's probably going the correct way the first time. Okay. Or possibly the correct way. Let's see here. We know we have to get to one of these thingies. And it won't let me up there. It won't let me up here. So then it's just going to be a question of where will it let me go. When you're here, you can't go left or right. Make sure there's no sort of external thing going on here. Okay. There doesn't seem to be, from what I can tell, any of those illusionary walls that you can pass through on the ground level. Now, from what I can tell, there's a... Okay. I just completely missed it earlier. Just walked right by it and someone's like, "Hey, idiot, you walked past the ladder." Yeah. Yep, I did. Okay, so that connected that to that.
Speak to me, Drew.
Tell me a story.
Tell me a story.
Senua, listen. I will tell you the tale of a man called Findan. The Northmen captured Findan's sister, and his father sent him to pay for her release. But they took his gold, put him in chains, and held him for a day and a night without food or water. Then they released him. I don't know why. Upon his return, his father's enemies in Erin set fire to his home. His father burnt to death, and his brother was killed. But he escaped with sorrow in his heart. His father's enemies offered redress for his loss and invited him to a feast. It was at a hall near the sea. But when he went there, they betrayed him to the Northmen, who enslaved him and took him to hell. 6 years later, his slave masters landed on the shores of Orkney, burning all before them. And into that fire, Findan made his escape. What was Findan burnt away that day. But from the flames, a new man stepped forward, and Druth was born. Druth, the man that I am now.
Interesting.
And though Findan never set eyes on his dear sister again, I, Druth, have found you, Senua.
I wish you could have seen my home before these dark times.
If I were a betting man, I would say we have to go back through this again, so that we can... There we go. Basically reforge the branch that was... not this again. I don't know. I don't know what you want from me, game.
The gate is open. Open.
This darkness. I know it from the wilds. It's coming back for me.
All right then. Am I dead?
I'm still here. Are you too? Where are we? I remember. didn't end well in the wilds. It never does. You think you can overcome the darkness, make sense of it, and once relief settles in, it strikes out of nowhere, throwing you helplessly back into the maelstrom, drowning the mind in fear, deeper, deeper, dragging you down so far into the void that maybe this time there is
Am I
no
being
coming
eaten? Like what?
back. But there, in the darkness,
Senua,
and she remembered what he told her.
hear me. Reach out to me. Senua, take my iron mirror. Look into it, for it is a window into the underworld. Within, you will see the face of the darkness that you fear. And if you focus, like I have taught you to, you will also see that as much as the darkness has you trapped within its veil, it too is trapped within yours. Focus. Focus! Focus!
Yeah.
I see you now. You led me to the wilds. You trapped me there.
Yeah, I'm guessing, Whoa, double attack, huh? Woo! What the? Is that not parryable? No, sir. Woo! Oh, really?
Find a good position. Don't let do it. You won. Take him down. Get him down. They're winning.
Woo! Goodness. Why you do this? Oh, I didn't try to dodge sideways. Dang it. Ah!
She's so weak.
Woo! Oh.
Better fight.
I reject.
Beat him. Beat him. She's nearly gone.
Where'd he go? Oh crap.
close.
No, no, no! Eek. Dang it. Trying to focus, it's not doing anything.
The mirror.
Dang it. I'm trying not to. Very long boss fight.
Focus.
Woo.
I never beat you in the wilds, did I? It was an illusion. But not this time.
Oof.
The mark of Valravn, one of the keys to the gate to Helheim. Hold it in your mind's eye.
With every battle, the darkness grows stronger. Every victory bringing her closer to defeat. Unfair, isn't it? In those dark winter nights in the wilds, there were times when she considered letting go. If it weren't for Druth, a chance encounter in the wilds, she would not have heard his stories of the Northmen. And she would not have this chance to find Dillion's soul.
I'm coming. I still hear you.
Trophy. Whew. All right. Well, that was it's a pretty long boss fight for it to be a game that's has a high difficulty and the death mechanic of making everything crazy. So that was a little, man, that was intense. So that's gonna be it for this episode. I think that's a good place to end it. If any, I don't, man, if there's only 3 bosses, and my gosh, we're already a third of the way through it in only 2 episodes. But we'll see where it goes from here. But yeah, thanks for everybody for watching, and we will see you on the next episode. Bye.